Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Call of the Wild Angler, and I'm still in South Africa and I'm going to talk about a topic that is very difficult for a lot of people. I'm going to talk about the challenges that they introduced after Spain, and we got the same in South Africa. That is the gear challenge and the location challenge. So I'm going to give you guys tips and tricks. I'm going to say once again how you need to make a setup, because now the setup matters, and I see still a lot of people doing the setup wrong because they don't understand how the reel works. I got a video about it. I will post that video under this video too, but I will say it in this video too. So very simple. How do you need to approach this system? You need to combine the gear challenge and the location challenge. That makes life a lot easier. I saw that they did something dirty. So the location challenge for the golds is gone. So that makes life a lot harder. In Spain we had location where you need to catch a gold. So you had always a gold on that position because always one spawns in, but they removed that. So that's something that they did, and that makes life a lot harder. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the location challenges. So where can you find them? You can find them here in your journal. You click here on location challenge and here you can find them. So you guys can now see that you only need to catch bronze, that's challenge 1, and silver, that's challenge 2. Challenge 3 is gone. So there are no locations anymore. That is challenge 3 for getting a gold, and that's a pity. It's possible they are still in, but I didn't find them. I don't think that they are still in the game. So that's very simple. So you need to find boards like this. You just take the mission, and then you need to catch here the fish. Very simple. The game is saying with those boards, here you got a position that you can catch that fish. It's like a tutorial. So they make life a lot easier because now I know here is sitting a red breast grouper, silver, gold, diamond, I don't know, but this is a position. So another thing that they introduced in the game is this. So in the past it was very hard to keep track on the locations. Where did you go? But now you can see if you are near one, you pop up like a board. So the game is now putting out a board. So if you are missing a couple of challenges, because they are giving rating points. If you miss a couple of them, just check your map. Maybe you passed some. Just check those boards that you can see here. And then you know, okay, I missed that one, I still need to take them. If you come across a board like this, take them right away, because you can track them. So if you go now to handbook, to journal, and you go to location challenges, so and I want to do now the smallmouth best location challenge 2, I just push enter, and if you go now to your map, you can see where this location is. So it's over here. So don't forget that. So if you see a board, just pick it up. You don't need to hesitate, just pick it up. With this system, you can go right away to the board that you already picked up and you know what you need to do. So that is the location challenge. Very simple. They are not that hard. You only need to catch bronze and you only need to catch a silver because the golds are gone. Then the other one, and that's another story. So the other ones, they are called I'm going to put this off. They are called the gear challenge. And this is where a lot of people got a lot of trouble with. So what do you need to do? You need to catch a specific rank for a certain species, but you can only use certain requirements. So here you can see, I got here Mirror Carp Gear Challenge 2. I'm very close to do that. So I found a spot that I can do them all at once. I had a bite on the gold, but I was too late with striking. So I got a very good position. So what do you need to do? So you need to catch a mirror carp, a gold one, you can only use a bottom fishing rig, and you need to use a line of strength 12.5 kilogram. And that's where a lot of people are in trouble. So your line most of the time is too low. And the problem is, if you don't know how you need to make a setup, you break your shit. So that makes it really complicated. So if you don't use that, you cannot complete the gear challenge. So you can see it here. So this one, you need to get here a gold blue grouper, and you only can use a float fishing rig and 1.5 kilogram line. So how do you get those gear challenges? Very simple. So you got outposts in this game, and you will see here, they got boards. So here, it's the same marker. That's a little bit a pity that they used the same icon for the location challenge and for the gear challenge. I think it's best that they change that. So just give it another color. Just put here gear challenge board, and then the other one, the one that I'm standing in front of. Let me have a look where I am. This one, they just need to call it location challenge board and another color. Because now they got the same colors, it's going to confuse people. So you got one here, you got one over here, and you got one over here. Yeah, here. So you got 3 boards. And how do they look? So they look like this. So I'm going now to this area. So you will see here. Here you can see it. So you got now, you got silver ones. That's gear challenge 1, and you got gold ones. So just pick them all up. Don't hesitate. So if you come in the game and you are going to start challenges, do the 3 outposts, pick everything up, and then you got all the quests and missions that you need to have. So you guys can see in this challenge. So if you go to the gear challenge, you see now. So a challenge 2, you need to catch a gold, and a challenge 1 is you need to catch a silver. So in the past, in Spain, you can still do it. You can combine them. So you can combine the location challenge and the gear challenge. That's what we did. But now the problem is, because we don't have anymore the location challenge for the gold, you cannot combine them anymore. So therefore I said to you guys, they made it a little bit harder. Because now you need to find the gold somewhere else. It's still possible you can get the gold on the silver location challenge, because I had to bite on the silver location challenge, but it's a little bit harder. So what do you need to do? So very simple. So you guys can see here, I got here now a gear challenge, a blue Kerper gear challenge too. So I need to catch a gold one. So do I got the other one too? Let's have a look that we can get number 1 too. Is it over here? Was it this one? Yeah, okay. So now I'm going to take this one. Redbreast Kerper Gear Challenge. So you guys can see, I need to catch a silver rank higher or higher Redbreast Kerper with gear requirements using a float rig. But I started the video with this. So I went to the location. Wait, I need to think now because they got... So blue Kerper Gear Challenge. So I started now on this position. So I showed you guys the board. So let's go back to that position. It was over here. And I'm going to show you guys how you can combine them. So I think here was the blue one. So we are going back to the board. I still need to take it. I will take it in the video. So you can see it here. So let me have a look what this was once again. So it's the Redbreast Kerper Location Challenge 1. So here I need to get the silver or the bronze. But now you guys can see, if I go to journal. So I got now this one. So here I need to get the gold. I need to find the challenge 2 too for this one. So I'm going the Redbreast Kerper Gear Challenge 1. I'm going to get the 2 too. I think it was on the same board like here. So the Redbreast Kerper Challenge 2 I need to have, and then I got them all. And you can combine them, you can do them at one position. But you need to get them first, that's very important. So my guess is, it's possible it's over here. Let me have a look. Is it the gold that I still... Here it is. So I'm going to pick this one up too. So now I got the gold one. I got the silver one. That's this one. So I got now all the challenges that you can have. If you go now to the same position again. So back to the location one. So it's on the other side of the road. It's a little bit difficult because it's not easy, but I just want to show you guys everything, that you see the thinking process. Because I know a lot of people got a lot of trouble with it, and the last time I in Spain, so many people just started to do the challenges and they didn't combine it. So now we are going to take this one, the Redbreast Kerper location. Now you can see. So here I need to take the bronze one. I'm probably going to take get a silver one here too. Now I got all the other ones here too, the gold, the silver. So if I start now fishing on this position, with a setup that I need to use for the gear challenge, and I get a gold one, I will do all the challenges. I will do in total 3 of them. I'm going to do 2 gear challenges, the gold, the silver, and I'm doing the one that is here on the board. And that's combining them. You will see, if I make a video about this, you will see that I do it the entire time. Now we are going to talk about the other things. So, how do you approach this stuff? So, always focus on the gold gear challenge. Do that setup. Why? If you get a gold and you don't have the setup, you will be very, very salty. Because you just missed the chance to do the challenge, a very hard challenge. So we are going back to the Redbreast Kerper gear challenge. You can see this is a silver and this is a gold rank. So what are we going to do now? So we are going to focus on this one, because this is the hardest one. So you need to use a floating fishing rig and you need to use a line of strength of 1 kilogram. So there is only one setup that you can use if you go for the small ones. I will make that setup now for you guys. So the line and the float is important. The rod is not important, but the reel is important. And that's where a lot of people get in trouble, because they don't understand how the reel drag system works in this game. It's a little bit a clunky system, I know that. And the fish is pulling too, I know that too. But I will show you guys it from start to end. So we need to have 1 kilogram line. So what do you need to do is, you can do that in the shop too. So you need to have a float setup. It does not matter, you can go with a spinning rod or a match setup. That does not matter, the line matters. The rod never matters with your setup. You can just take a very big one. Yeah, it matters of course, because it's going to give you the line strength, but here it does not matter. So let's have a look what we got here. So I got here, the Genesis, it's 3 kilogram. This is perfect. So 3 kilogram is more than enough, because we are going to catch fish with 1 kilogram setup. So this is good. Now we are going to talk about the reel. And that's very important. So if you go to the reels, and you can see it in the shop. So in the shop you can see it a little bit easier, because the low weight reels with low strength go from low to high. But this is the only one that you can use. So how does this system works? So you guys can see here a reel. And a reel got a drag. See it like a brake. And you can close it and you can open it. And if you close this reel totally, so it's here at the top, I'm not sure that I can show you guys it. So this is a drag system. You close it, and then your spool is not turning anymore. If you close this totally, it can push a strength of 2 kilograms, because in this game, you need to count up maximum drag and strength, that's 2. And that's very important, because if you start using this reel, that can push 13 plus 7, 20 kilogram, and you use a 1 kilogram line, you will break your shit on drag 1. And that's where a lot of people are in trouble. They are not executing the drag system. They make the drag system too high compared to the line, and therefore they just fail the entire time. So there is only one reel that you can use in the game, that's this one, for 1 and 1.5 kilogram line. That's the prologue. So we are going to make the setup now. So do I got the line? Because I need to have 1 kilogram line too. Do I got it here somewhere? So let's have a look. I'm going with fluoro. Here is the 1 kilogram. So what is a setup that you need to use for this? So you guys saw it in the journal. So we only can use on the gold 1 kilogram. So and a float. So we are going now to make the setup. So that's how you need to approach it. I show you guys everything that you can do it for yourself. I will make videos about it too, but that you can get going. So here we go to Genesis. Yeah, I still need to get the prologue out of my car. So let's get one away. This one or this one. Oh, it's 2 times the same. So I'm going to put the prologue here. And now I need to go to this. So a float setup, the Genesis is here. And this is important too. So you guys can see the max line strength. That's the maximum line that you can put on your rod. The rod, it's a little bit a strange system in this game. So the rod is going to let you equip a certain line. If I want to put a line of 4 kilograms on it, it's not going to work. I see this question coming a lot of times back too. So the prologue, and you can see it here. Why is this grayed out? Because this is 17.5 kilogram, and you only can get a line up to 3 kilogram on this rod. So we are going to get the most important, that's the 1 kilogram line. We are going to get the bobber. I'm going to use a new bobber, and then it's small fish, so you always start with the 10, the lowest hook, and you take, yeah, I wanted to get bloodworms, I still need to buy them, and I take this. And now we are ready. You don't need to do more than this. So now you can go back to your location spot, and you start fishing. And that's what you need to do. So if you catch the silver, you will do the challenge, 2 challenges. If you catch the gold, you will do them all. I'm not sure that the gold is sitting here because we don't know that anymore. They removed the location. So now I do this. I'm not even sure that those fish will bite on the hot dog, but we will see. So you need to track now a mission because you need to be right on the position. You need to track the location one because the location one need to be done at a certain position. It's not the area, it's a position. So you can see it here. I'm going now to location one. Let me have a look where the red breast is. It's this one. So I'm going to enter, and now you will see, you will get an icon. So it's even over there. So you guys can see it. If you are not on the icon, you cannot do this one. So if I start fishing here, so we need to stand over here. So the game is just saying, come here, here is the fish. So now we are on the good position, and let's have a look that we can get one. I'm not sure that they like hot dogs, but I can see it for a moment. If you start, there is already a fish. Okay, are we going to do it? So very important, I want to say another thing for you guys. Always start with your drag system very low. So now you can see what I said to you guys. And there is something special in this game, that is that the pulling on the fish is going, you can see, sometimes it pulls a little bit more than it shows in your drag. It's not right, but you need to watch it. Therefore, you always need to start very low with your drag. Use Z and X. So now you can see, because this is a good setup, I can go very high. The problem is that my reel is 2 kilogram. My maximum drag is 2 kilogram. And my line is only 1. So I can go to 50 to 60% of the drag. Because there is not a lower reel in the game. If I had a reel that got the maximum drag and strength counted up 1, it was a lot better. But I don't have that. I'm using the lowest reel. But if you do the calculations, 2 divided by 1, or 1 divided by 2 is the half of the maximum drag. And you can see that. So if I go a little bit higher, I'm going to break my shit. Do you see it? So I need to stay around 50 to 60%. If you are on 40, it never can spool you. It never can break your shit. You can see it here. I'm not doing anything. I'm just reeling in automatically. Just jerk a little bit because that's what they said in the game. What the developer said is that the fish get quicker fatigued if you jerk. And by the way, if this is the gold, I'm going to do 3 missions, by the way, guys. I'm not sure this is the gold, because the thing is, I'm only fishing with a 1 kilogram line. So this can be the silver too. But if this is the gold, I'm going to be extremely happy, because then the hardest part is done. So you can see it takes some time, but you can see too, the fish cannot get away here. Because There is a shore on the other side, so just take your time. This is a game that you can land all the fish, but you need to give it time. It can take sometimes hours, because that's something that I want to try on the legendaries one day. Like, get Big Larry on a setup like this. But it's going to take 3-4 hours. But you can do it. Always remember, don't go in the red too long. I think it's 4 to 5 seconds in the very high red. Otherwise you break your line. And that's not fun. Because you need to respawn in a new fish and all that stuff. Let's hope this is the gold, guys. I would be really, really happy. And they like hot dogs. So now we are going to have a look. He's almost in. So a little bit more jerking. Just give it time. Don't overdo it. He will come in. He cannot get away. So don't do crazy stuff, because if you break your shit, it's not fun. And this is a silver. So I was not lucky. I got only the silver here, but it's possible that we are going to get the gold. So what do you need to do now? Because now it's not yet done. So you guys can now see we are fishing with the 10 hook. They like hot dogs. And what is the case in this game? Because now we want to go for the gold one. Because we're still going to need to do the gear challenge for the gold one. Now you need to start fishing with bigger hooks. And at some point, if you don't get the silvers anymore, you are good. Because that's a strange mechanic in this game too. So if you go to a certain hook size, at some point you are not going to get the lower rank species anymore. And that's what I do. So my next approach, because I still need to get the gold, I don't want the silvers anymore. I just go to higher up my my hook. So let's keep this fellow and check now what I show, guys. So here we go. So you will see that... why didn't he do the... Oh, it was not the right fish, I think. Yeah, what the fuck. That was the wrong fish. It was not a red breast. It was the blue kerper. Okay. So yeah, I was a little bit confused, but normally if this was the red breast, I did 2 missions. But I'm going to keep fishing here, because the location is here. But that was it, guys. So if this was, for example, a silver red breast kerper, I would do this. So just go to your setup and just go, let's say, to 7 with hot dogs again. And then you need to have a watch. Are we still getting the silvers or not? Is this the right setup? Let me have a look. Yeah, number 2. So let's get now the right fish. Here we go. Because it's possible that they are not biting on this. So if you want to see what they are biting on, you just go to journal or handbook. And we need to get the rest breads, this one. So you can see bread, bloodworms and hot dogs. So they bite on the hot dog. We are okay. And you can see a silver is 0.81. The blue is a little bit bigger, I think. Yeah, they are a little bit bigger, therefore they fight a little bit, but we will catch them. So that's what you need to do, guys. It's a little bit a longer video, but I know a lot of people got in trouble with this. So just do everything what I did and you will be okay. But very important, put your... first take all the challenges on the boards. Get the location challenge. Don't start doing random challenges because you're going to fuck yourself. Be sure that you know how you need to do the setup, and then you will be okay. Give it some time and you will do the challenges because you will need them to get to 100 rating and to get all the equipment that they are going to put in the souvenir shop. Thanks for watching, have fun, see you guys in next video, bye bye.